What is going on? I'm Keegan Riley. You are watching The Real Keegs, and this is the DJI Mini Pro 4, and today I have a stress test on it for you. How long do you think it took me for me to break my first propeller? I've had it for about 2 weeks now, and I've done a bunch of mountain biking with it, and I've done a bunch of night flying too, so I've got that for you right now. So today on The Real Keegs, the drone makes it look like I'm in a movie. It does its very best to keep up with me in a very thick forest, and, well, and it somehow is able to correct itself after being slammed into a tree at night and is absolutely fine. All of that and more, I'm gonna get it started right now with the very first test, which was going down peanut butter knife fight, so I'll do that right now. Now this is a flow and jump trail, which is a super fun way to test out a bike, and I thought it would be a great way to test out the drone. And it honestly did really well up until this first rock roller, where obviously I descend way too fast and it's not able to keep up once I get to the top of the next rise. I will try this again at a later time and stop at the top of that hill for just a second. So next I took it down snakes and ladders. There's a bunch of settings that I'm still playing around with, and I hope that I'm going to be able to get it to get more comfortable flying lower to the ground. But for now, I'm pretty happy with what I've been able to get. But the next one, I tried to go a little bit slower so that it had a better chance of keeping up. And again, did pretty well up until it didn't. Well, this one I was really impressed with. It was able to follow me pretty close and avoid some very technical trees, of course. The branches are coming out really from every which way. Looking back to make sure that it wasn't destroyed on one of those trees. I noticed that it was actually keeping up really well, so I picked up a little bit of speed and didn't realize that this was as thick of tree as it was, and tries to keep up with me through that corner, and nope. And finally, we come to Organ Donor, which is a super cool double black diamond jump trail. Not something for beginners, but it was the one trail that I had really high hopes for, because it's a little, well, I thought it was a little bit more open, but looking back on the footage, maybe it's not as open as I thought. What do you think? Do you think I should try a few more times and see if I can get it to actually get through this trail? Now, I'd normally jump off this first little drop, but I didn't have enough room to get the drone comfortably behind me, and I really wish that it had done better than this. It barely is able to see me go over the second jump, but it still tries to find me again, which is nice, but there's no hope at this point. I did go down that trail again and tried again, but unfortunately I didn't press record, or I did press record and then press record again so that it stopped recording. Either way, the footage isn't there. The drone actually crashed, which is super unfortunate that I didn't have that footage, but that is what it is. There's one more crash that you'll never get to see. But we did set the drone up in this super cool aerial angle so that we could get a cool party train going down off of the first few jumps. So here's that footage. So that's all the stress testing I've been able to do in the first 2 weeks of having the drone, but I've got a lot of other crazy things planned for it, so hit the like, hit the subscribe button, let me know what kind of ideas you have for me to use with the drone. I'd love to hear what kind of input people have, but I'm just going to end the video after this with some cool panoramic shots. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.